Okay, some things to cover very quickly. First off, hello. Secondly, thank you so much. Support and outreach and everything on these videos has been insane. I am starting like the vlog type process from here on out. So it will be probably around like 45 minutes to an hour. Sometimes more, sometimes less. I don't know, but they'll be like more normal format, not just like story time stuff. So some things I'm looking over here because I pulled up some notes just to address really quick. I say the word insane far too much. I'm sorry. I've edited some out, but at this point, I just need to be self-aware in the future. I apologize. Second off, my dog, Loki. I talk about him, so I'll go into that a little bit. At this moment, I think, especially with the help of you guys, I might be able to monetize my channel pretty quickly, which would actually give me additional income to be able to afford like some more long-term boarding between like 3 to 6 months, depending on how long it takes me to figure out what I'm doing, where to go, things like that. So that option opening up for me is just like, words can't express how thankful I am for you guys, you know, liking my channel, subscribing, commenting, engagement, anything like that. Like, you're directly having an impact on my life in just a period of like, you know, less than 2 weeks of me thinking I would have to completely rehome him to actually having the option to pay for him to be boarded for just like, you know, a couple months with me like visiting in between and picking him up and stuff. Being able to do that is like, I literally, like, I could cry. Thank you, like, just thank you so much for everything. It's so I wanted to say that. I'm going to talk about him later, but just know that when I am crying and talking about the rehoming portion of it, I don't have to do that right now. I don't have to do that at this moment, so that's incredible. Also, speaking of the home stuff, this isn't, I know that a lot of people are like, you know, decisions, this isn't like a super fast decision for me. This is something, I've looked at this Winnebago for years. I have like toured it before. I've just never had the money to actually justify it. So this isn't something that I'm just like, oh, you know, like pick a random van and go. This is like something I've actually looked into and have talked to like salespeople and stuff in the past for. I'm in the area that I'm in right now because I was stationed here and I bought a house here. And then when I retired, I stayed here for this guy, right? So because of that, I've been in this area for years that I don't like. I mean, it's fine, but I like make the best out of it type situation. So to me, it's like relieving that I can leave here. I'm not a Florida gal in my heart, you know. I'm from California, different coasts. I have a different mentality, different lifestyle, different community, different values, a lot. Like, literally no part of Florida vibes with who I am, except for like the nature's really pretty. So this isn't like a fast decision for me. This is more being able to do something I've put off for years. And in the same lines of that, I think I just can kind of like get through stuff and push through to get to the next chapter because I was in the military for so long. Like, I've been in the military since I was 18. Well, I was in the military since I was 18. I was in it for 15 years. I just retired like last year. So to me, it's, I know it can look like it's like I'm just trying to like push through things and get stuff organized, but that's literally just like years and years and years of that's all I knew. So I am trying to balance it and not avoid my feelings because I used to shut it off completely, and rely on just being able to compartmentalize and do all that shit. But I'm trying to combine them. I'm using like the tools and good things that I've learned from all of this and putting it together so that I can just like get through this and then take the space I need when I'm in nature, when I can relax with my van and my dog and, you know, chill. Lastly, I do talk about like some spiritual stuff in here. I talk about tarot cards. I was going to put an intro for it, but I kind of just talk about it. So just know that if you're not into that, you know, you can skip it. It doesn't really matter. I talk about it in a sense of how it helps me personally. I speak from like a place of, I just use it more for like a meditation tool, like the same way you would use prayer or whatever. Like, it gives me insights, things like that. So if that's not something you're into, you can skip it. I figured I'd put it in the intro because I didn't feel like stopping it. Once I actually edited through things, I just, you know, I'm just going to let it play. This will be the only time I talk. And then as an unnecessary side note, I just like, you know, I was going through it. This is like very first week still is when I'm filming a lot of this. This is going to be about like a week and a half behind from here on out. So like, you know, I've been filming stuff. So this is like shortly after I found all this. This is like Rachel, who hasn't, you know, taken care of herself, hasn't eaten, hasn't really changed clothes, hasn't really like slept, you know, she's been sleeping on the couch, just like I'm unkempt. Okay, so I'm gonna have dandruff, I'm gonna have dog hair over me at all times, I'm gonna have whatever. Also, I have psoriasis, so like some of it is dandruff, a lot of it is like actual plaques and stuff. I'm just letting you know in advance. I'm letting you know. I see it. I don't watch these videos and say like, oh, she looks good. Like, I see it. So yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about. And I just like, sorry for looking over here so much. I just wanted to get it all out of the way so I don't have to do this intro a million times. But thank you so much. Thank you so much. I love you all. And I hope you enjoy. Good morning. All right, update. We've already had a buyer come by for, I'm looking like I'm going through it, dude. Anyways, we've already had a buyer come through for, let me just spin you around. So someone's coming to pick this up in a few hours. That one's gone. I've got books scattered literally everywhere throughout my house right now. I've got some in bags because I'm taking some to Home Depot. I got some hats over there because I'm selling those too. We're doing okay. We're gonna be fine. I'm selling everything hella cheap just so I can just get rid of it, just part with it. Yeah, I don't actually know why I picked this up. I think just to, you know, remind myself that it's moving fast. What an angle. We are getting stuff done no matter how much I don't want to do it and how easy it would be to just stay here and believe him when he texts me 1,000 times a day telling me how sorry he is, and you know, every I don't think he's intentionally trying to guilt me, but I do think he texts me things that are like guilt-inducing quite often. And I also know that I wouldn't say that to anybody. I would be like, hell yeah, they're trying to. Like, this is emotional manipulation. This is whatever. I really don't think he knows better. It's just sad. It just sucks. I don't want to cry. Wow, I was not in that headspace at all. I was trying to be like, hell yeah, we're getting stuff done. We're moving. We're like, I mean, like, actively, like, moving things out of the house. I'm not moving in this moment. I fucking wish, but... Woo! Okay, so... First off, I had my ACOTAR set and my Throne of Glass set. And I've been listing everything hella cheap. Because I'm like, I'm trying to leave. $1 is better than no dollars. Let me list every paper book I have for $2, every hardcover for $3, and then I had my sets for $20, which, like, that's insane, you know, like, could have been a scam, you know, it's hella low, but I'm just trying to get rid of it. And so the part I didn't realize was that like 1,000 people would message me in a day. So I had to like go through and see which ones were first and see which one. And it's not just for Throne of Glass and ACOTAR. Everyone in the world was like, oh my god, are these still here? Because they sell for like $100 a set. I had the hardcover of ACOTAR too. I'm stupid, but it's fine. I just wanted to get rid of them. Like get rid of everything. And I would have donated a lot of this shit anyway. So I'm like, all right, there's no point in being stingy. People are probably looking for them all the time. I worked at Barnes & Noble at the time, so it's not like I spent a ton of money on it because you get like a 40% discount. You get like a lot off, right? So, I don't know. I just want them to go to good homes. My books. I love my books. I'm sad. I'm sad. What a roller coaster of emotions. God. The point of this usually is for me to vlog when I'm crying to talk through why. This time, I was totally fine, and then talking about it makes me cry. So, I guess what I'm realizing is I mean, I know I have an avoidant personality, but I didn't realize it would come through this strong. So in this moment, in my head, I'm like, oh, hell yeah, like, it's working out great for me. All these people are, like, getting all these books and I'm making, you know, money fast. Because, like, yeah, it's $20 or it's $30 or it's whatever, you know, for, like, a bookshelf. But at the end of the day, that means I'm going to make, like, I don't know, close to 200 today. Which, that's great. That's, you know, one step closer to being able to put stuff down for my RV. But I'm just, like, I just don't want to have to be doing any of this. Like, it sucks so bad. And I don't know, this is gonna, you know, try not to downplay my stuff, but I also don't want to, like, make this a miserable vlogging experience where I'm just, like, endlessly crying. I don't want it to be that. I'm not gonna have it that. I promise it's gonna be fun, and we're gonna go on adventures, and we're gonna do all the things that I haven't been able to do for the last few years, but oh my god, am I sad right now still. It's been, like, it literally hasn't been a week yet. I'm allowed to be sad. You know, I think that's, like, I just need to talk through it. I also need to take my fucking Ritalin because I can't finish any sentences, and that just reminded me of it because I cut myself off, like, 3 times there. Okay. My alarm to get my ass to Home Depot. This one person was like, I could meet you at Home Depot because we were gonna go at 11 anyways, and I was like, okay. And then I have, like, 4 other people for other, like, book sets, so now I'm just meeting, like, 4 women in the Home Depot parking lot to give them books. Shit like that is so funny to me, but it's gonna be fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but, you know, I do think I'm okay, so woo, we're good. We didn't avoid it. We vlogged it. I didn't even know I had those feelings, but I guess I'm really sad. Like, I was just trying to hide in the optimistic side of it, and that's not great either, so. Whew, okay, we're gonna head to Home Depot, and I'm gonna switch to my phone because I'm not gonna get out of the car with this camera and vlog my experience of it, but I will film a little bit there. God damn it. This is just the worst. The worst thing that's ever happened to me. Not the worst, that's dramatic too. It's not the worst thing that's ever happened to me, but it does fucking suck. It's one of the worst things. Oh, my head. And, I mean, it's okay. It is what it is. It is what it fucking is. Doesn't make it better. Doesn't mean it didn't happen, but we gotta push through this shit, dude. Fucking sucks. Okay. I really do a peace sign too much. I'll just do hang loose from now on. That's worse. Alright, goodbye. Alright. We're sad. Basically, I was sitting here being depressed. They would start this right now. And I looked around my house, and then I got more depressed because it's like, what are we doing? Thanks, can we not? I'm so... You know, everything. It's just, like, internally how I feel is, like, what I see. And it's over. So, then I'm... Look insane. Okay, first off, this is a fit. We got our Grinch pants on, and my dog covered black hoodie, which just helps show every piece of fur. By dog covered, I meant fur covered. I'm just okay. Where was I going with this? Oh, I turned on the TV to watch some, like, okay, so first I was sitting on my couch, dead inside, like, thanks, oh my god, come here, enough. I was dead inside, numbly watching, you know, whatever. Wow, that was a good snatch, dude. But yeah, I'm sitting watching TV and I was like, I need to do something. And I was like, let me look up, stop. I was like, let me look up Winnebago, Travato. Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know. I was like, let me look up, you know, maybe inspiration. I was like, let me look up. God damn it, Rachel. Oh my God. Finish a sentence. Okay. I'm sitting on the couch. I'm hella depressed. I'm like, let me try to get myself out of this. Let me organize some of this stuff because I had people coming over to buy things throughout the week. And like, it's embarrassing to live like this in general. So I was like, I need to, hey, enough. I was like, I need to organize some of this as it is. Enough. God damn it. Enough. Please. Thank you. Are we done? Thank you. And so I get up and I start, you know, I was like, oh, it will be helpful to turn on like inspiration. You know, I need like get my mind in like van life stuff, like get excited to travel and stuff. But it just made me way more sad. I want to do it. I want to do it so bad. I'm gonna do it. It's not that. It's just like, and it's not the alone part. I love being alone. It's not doing it alone. It's like doing it without this person that I thought I would do this all with anyways. Like, it's just really hard. But yeah, so I was like, you know what? Whatever. Let's film the rest of this shit while I wasn't even planning on crying. Originally, I was just going to start filming me, like, you know, getting some of this shit together and organized. And then I started putting up, guys, please. And then I actually started putting all my books and stuff up here, like lining them up with other stuff. And I realized like halfway through, I was like, oh, I'm already doing some of this shit. Let me record stuff. But then, yeah, so that's where we're at. We're just sad, and that's okay. It's going to suck for a long time. It's going to be harder if I just avoid it. So I'm trying to really let my emotions just do whatever they want. Which is like also exhausting. It's like such a, you know, wake up and you're like, fuck them, I'm fine, I'll be good, like this is the best. And then like an hour later you're like sobbing because you're like, how could they do this to me? It's just like, I feel like I'm insane too. Like, oh God, the worst. So yeah, I just wanted like a slight intro for before I just have like, you know, me cleaning or me. Look at these idiots. Oh, and then I also started crying because my dog was like, I was crying and he came up to try and like, because he's so sweet and cuddly, he's like my cuddle dog. So just the thought of having to leave him really sucks. Having to rehome him because of this is just like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And I'm like sitting there, I was like, can I make this work? I know I can't. I know there's like, he would have such a shitty life. He wouldn't ever be able to get out of the fucking car. Like, he can't go in public. He can't go in dog parks. He can't go on walks. He can't do any of the stuff she can because he's crazy. And I don't want to put someone else's dog at risk. I don't want to put him at risk. I don't want to have to be responsible for things that I don't want to deal with, like, at that time. Like, I don't mean that as in, like, that way. I mean, like, if he hurt someone's dog, I don't want the city to put him down. There's, like, so much more than just, he's, like... But I also can't bring him with me because there's nowhere for him to go, and I'm not going to make him sit in a crate inside a van all day while she can go out, and when I stay at friends, she can go with, you know, hang out with her animals and stuff because she's normal. Not that you're not normal, you're perfect, but you're just crazy. Yeah, you're crazy. Yeah. So then I was just like hugging him, crying to him, like, I'm so sorry. Like, so... I don't know what to do. I feel so bad. And then I think, like, am I being selfish by, like, selling this house and moving and stuff? But I'm like, I can't stay here just for my dog, when like I'm not like putting him down or anything, right? It's not like he's not gonna have a good life somewhere else. And then what am I giving up for that? Like staying in the same town, staying in the same place where I live like 5 minutes away from this man, like in a place that I'm like making the best out of just to be in because I don't even like it here. Like, I can't do that to myself. Oh my god, it's the worst. Look at him. What am I supposed to do? He's... Oh. Hi, monkey. I love you. Thank you for that toy. It's really gross. You slobbered all over it. Oh, God. Yeah, anyways, this was supposed to be just turning this on to film me, like, cleaning stuff. And look where we're at. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. So, that's that. Yeah, it is. Going through my shit. And let's just... It is what it is. It is what it is. It sucks. And that's what it is. That's it. It just sucks. Okay, so... Quick snippet. Since I'm being honest about everything else in my life, I am a spiritual girly. I grew up super Catholic, super strict, super everything. Totally shunned all of that, like God, any type of form, like not just like a Christian God, just in general. Like I was very like atheist spirit, like I don't believe in anything. And then I got to a point in my life where I was like, you know, I believe in science and I believe in logic and I believe in all these type of things, but like why the fuck have all these other things happen to me? Like, you can take it or leave it, but I've lived in like a haunted house multiple times. I've seen a lot of shit that like with my own eyes, if I didn't see, like my mom always used to call me Thomas, like from the Bible. I am the person who is like, I don't believe you're here, like let me fucking shove my hands in your wounds because like you're, I don't know, a hologram or something. Like that is me. And so, yeah, eventually I was just like, I had to come to terms with the cognitive dissonance of me being so like against everything religious, being so against everything, but then also having this part of me where I'm like, I don't understand why I can dream about things and tell my friends and they happen to them, why I can see like these physical apparitions of things and I'm like completely sober, you know, it's coming out of nowhere, like I'm not in like a sleep state type thing my whole life, right? So eventually that like I came out of this and I went on a deep dive. I looked at a lot of different religions, I looked at everything. I'm at the point now where I think kind of like it's taken me the past few years to really heal the part where like I was accepting of everything except Christianity. I thought that was like, if you were a Christian, that was a red flag to me, and like that behavior that I had for that, that's red flag. Like I can't, you know, that's insane. I can't be biased to every person in this religious group because of my own problems growing up with Catholicism. So I am landed somewhere in the middle. I believe that God does exist in the sense of that no matter what God you believe in, that is the same thing. And so I don't call it God. I don't call it anything, honestly. I'm fine calling it God if that's how you relate to it. I just think that there is something more, that it has transmuted into a bunch of different belief systems. That's why they're all so similar. That's why we all have like the same basic moral codes. I do think if you're an atheist or whatever, that you are fine in society without it. I don't think you necessarily have to have it. I'm not like about that kind of perspective. He's like, what? I don't know if you can hear him. He's like walking around like moaning. I don't know why. I don't even know where he is. He's at the door one side. So anyways, the point of all this is to say I started getting into like tarot and oracle decks and things like that because I was fascinated with the occult aspect of things. And then I just really I'm like witchy. I'm not a witch. I'm not Wiccan. I'm not whatever. but I do believe in like certain things. I think divination by itself is just such a powerful tool for, like, you can call it manifestation, you can call it whatever you want, but at the end of the day, all that is your, it's like you coming to terms with your own subconscious, and there's no difference between being like, I'm gonna write this down and manifest it and work towards that goal, or I have no belief in anything, but this is what I want in life. Let me write down what I want in my goals for my weekly, like, you know, calendar of work, and I'm going to work towards that, right? It's the same thing. We just have different names for it. And I think people get so into the like spiritual aspect of it, the like toxic positivity, the toxic optimism, the like belief that anything will happen if you think about it. That's never going to work if you don't have the action, right? And the difference is like that action portion of it is like so important, and you will never get where you want in life if you don't make moves to get there. You're not just going to be handed things, unless you're like Trump, you know. And then I think this all won't work out for him, you know. Like, I truly believe that if you're a person who gets these type of things, like, there's a like it's just watching people like not learn lessons that they need to learn type shit. So I was just doing a quick, I have so many. Okay, first off, look at this. I have so many oracle decks and tarot decks that I've just collected over years. Like, this is like, oh god, probably like 9-10 years of this. So I guess I could have more if I look at it that way. This is fine. But yeah, I really was into tarot at first, and then I got more into oracle decks, and now I use like kind of like one with the other. But at this point in my life, I'm like, I actually just kind of use the same two decks anyways, so I'm okay like giving up all of these, and I've been using these two for readings. This is all irrelevant. The point of this is to say that every day since this has happened, I mean, I do it a lot, but especially every day, this is my favorite oracle deck. It is, and oracle decks are like, they're gonna be what you make of them, right? Like I was saying before, I think a lot of this is like, it's a really good tool for self-reflection, and you don't have to believe in anything or not. But if I pull a card and I'm like right now, like if I, you know, like, okay, like this, right? Angel of Strength. Like if I pull this card for you, there is something in your life that you're going to be like, oh yeah, that is important to me right now, right? And people can look at that and be like, oh, you're deceiving people, you're like, you know, whatever. You can look at it that way, but I don't think that's the intention of literally anyone who like reads people's tarot or oracles, right? They're not like going out to like grift you. I've never met them. I know that people have this perception of that, but who the fuck? I don't know. It doesn't matter. I can look at this and pull this card and be like, oh, this relates to you. And you're going to reflect on that, and you're going to build, you know, whatever mental walls or whatever that you have, you know, like, you're going to see how that, like, how this message can help you, or like how this, you know, that's the point of it. This is, I know you get what I'm trying to say. I just can't fucking think of the way to say it. But so for me personally, the way I read an oracle deck is like, I'll shuffle it, and then whatever card actually falls out is the one I read. And then in that same hand, whatever's on the bottom is like my fear in this moment. And it changes every day. And yes, it always relates to me every single day. I do believe that there is some connection between opening yourself up and allowing for, whether it be completely coincidence every single time I do it, sure. Or it could be like, you know, a connection to an ancestral link, if you believe in reincarnation. I don't know what it is. I don't know. No one does, right? But like, for me personally, every single day it's different. Like, I literally just cut the deck and it's door to spirit, right? That's like, in my head, I'm thinking like, I just believe that this is something. I believe that it is not a coincidence that every single time I do something, it relates to this exact moment in my life in a very specific way. Like, that right there to me is like very much, I don't want to be like a spiritual girl and be like, confirmation of what I said. But like, that really is it, you know, like that is saying there's something else, right? Okay, this might seem too woo-woo for people, and that's okay. The point of this was to say that what I just pulled, the card that fell was action, which is what I'm struggling with the most right now. And I've pulled it. This is like 50 something cards. I pull this card. I do this like maybe once or twice a day, just when I'm feeling really low. I try not to use it as like I try to like feel my feelings first and then I use it, and I'm like, okay, like as a support for that. Not so much like I'm not ever going to change my feelings based on what I draw, if that makes sense. So some days I'll pull action on the top card and the bottom will be indecision because I'm so torn with what to do in my life. Or some days I'll pull like woman holding a coin, which is like me, and then 2 things will drop. I've done this 3 separate times. The same cards drop, and it's woman holding a coin, and then like thinking man and man holding a heart. And to me, that's like the decision I have to make. This is what's hard for me. It's like, do I continue with this relationship right now where this person's really hurt me, but they're putting their emotions out and they're saying they're going to change or whatever? Like, he is a man holding the heart, right? Or do I stop this and I try to continue on with my life and my future, you know, possibilities, whatever they may be? Like, there's a thinking man. There's, you know, there's other possibilities. There's someone I can connect with intellectually, right? It's this choice. And I think I love this deck the most because it always gives me like that. I literally just split it to the thinking man. Like, this is what I'm saying. I know it could be a coincidence, but like, and I know you could be like, I can't see your hands and I can't see, you know, like, I get it. I believe I can be skeptical, but like, the fuck, this is what I'm saying. Insane. Anyways, that's crazy. Okay, so yeah. So today, you know, he was talking to me yesterday. He was telling me all these things and how he wants to change and how whatever. And I'm not, there's so much more to this situation than just him cheating. I think there's like a sex addiction. I think there's a lot of like psychological stuff that he needs to deal with. Like, I understand him as a human is more than this. I think I'm at a place in my life to see all the other things that led to this, and not like, I don't think it's about me. I don't think it's anything. I know it's him, but I also have so much like compassion for him and wanting him to get help. And I'm so proud of him for like actually trying to get help. All these things that make it really confusing to be like, what the fuck do I do? And yesterday, I have never pulled this card as a card in general, let alone the bottom of my deck is my fears. It is what I struggle with the most. This bottom card is usually indecision. It's usually like today, like every other day, you're struggling with making this choice. Actions on top. This is what you need to do. This is your fear. Today, it is family, happy family specifically. And yesterday was the first time ever in our entire 4+ year relationship that he told me, I just want to get you pregnant. I just want to have I mean, he's talked about family and shit, but he's never said like those things, right? And so I've never thought about it on the level that I've been thinking about it of like, what will this mean for my future? Like, how easy would it be just to stay, just to, you know, and this is like happy family, like with children specifically. I've never pulled this card. So my fear today of like, this is what I need to do and this is what's holding you back, being a happy family card is like so crazy to me that I'm like, that's literally it. That's what I've been thinking. It's just insane. I don't know. I know that not everyone's going to see the shit I see and believe in the shit that I see, and that's totally fine. But you know what? I just wanted to say, if you're out there and you feel, you know, judged or whatever for it, I get it. and I understand how helpful it can be to have certain clarifications come through when you're like, you don't know how to think. You don't know how to feel. It's just, I don't know. It's too much. And like, if I do, I don't know. You don't need a whole spiel about this. This is not what this channel is going to be. I just, you know, I'm vlogging everything with my life, and this is a big piece of what's helping me right now while I'm going through this. And just like, I don't know, maybe I'll do more in-depth ones in the future. Sorry, I'm like shuffling shit for just my normal tarot deck. And I'm going to get my clarification from this for these cards, which I don't need. Sometimes I just like, I don't know, there's no point to it. I just do it because. And again, you're like, you can't see this. I guess I could have shown you, but I pulled the devil for like my clarification for the family one, for my fears. The devil is what fell. So, and that's like temptation. That literally is like, your temptation in life. It's just insane. Oh my God. All right. That was that. And now I'm actually going to get to cleaning. The thinking, man, that's fucking nuts. I love it. I love it. And I know not everyone is going to, I don't know. I just think it's such a gift. Even if it is complete coincidence every time, it's a gift for myself to be able to like immediately pull those things out of it, because it helps me put my mental state back, kind of like where I'm back to like, okay, I know what I need to do. I've always known what I need to do. And whether this is connected truly to anything or not, like these random ass cards also know what I need to do. So it's fine. Okay. Oh my God. They're like making out on the couch over here. How cute. They were just kissing. Oh my God, they're so cute. How am I gonna split them up? They're best friends. Go ahead. And yes, that is a sports bra that I took off yesterday and just threw on this table. And Pepsi Zero. Sorry, it's weird. I don't know. Oh my God, I love that. Look at them. You guys are babies. Those are my babies. Alright. My money from selling stuff on Facebook Marketplace. Look at this. I got this at the Renaissance Fair. And I'm like, should I sell it? But I mean, I don't want to. He's so awesome. He's like a little, oh my God, it has a little star. It's like a little alien vase. He's so handsome. Look at his silly mouth. Ooh. Yeah, I gotta keep him. Everything on this shelf in front of me is pretty much like cabinet included, everything on it, even this plant. I think like all of these, they're mine. They're mine. Just like bras and socks. I just like take them off and throw them around my living room, I guess. Much better. Now I'm gonna vacuum, clean my kitchen. Just generally try to like keep, you know, keep it clean, keep it whatever. It makes me feel better. I'm already in a state, don't need to add to it. Goofy, Goofy boy. Alright, the other bookshelf is gone. Look how empty it is. Insane. I just spent so much time rearranging my whole house, but it's whatever. Wasting my own time. Now we're gonna vacuum. think I'm gonna open some windows. Just feel like anxious, like, you know, when you get anxious and you feel like you can't breathe. Some would call it a panic attack. I don't think we're quite there yet, but I am on the verge. This is a lot of change all at once for me, so it's a little cold out. I'm gonna let the chilly air kind of mingle in here for a second. And just, I don't know. God, I don't know. Sucks. Sucks. Nothing we can do. We just gotta live with the suck for a while, you know what I mean? Hey. So much stuff. I have so much stuff. That's why I'm anxious. Because I'm like looking around. I've made like $150. Just books and bookshelves. And I've made like $150. So I know it's possible. I'm not discouraged that, you know, I'm not gonna. I should probably check actually. I didn't even. I just gave her my Venmo and then that was it. I guess she could have scammed. Oh, she did. Okay. I'm really bad at like following through with like, I'm just like give people stuff. I'm like, yeah, here's my Venmo, here's whatever. And then I just trust that they do it. God, I'm a mess. Okay. We're gonna stay on my spiritual journey today, I guess. You're just getting a lot more than what I thought I would ever tell you, but it's about being honest, right? And I'm gonna have a panic attack soon if I don't reevaluate my life, center myself, realize that, yeah, this sucks, but we're gonna get through it. It's fine. I guess I can give you a tour of my favorite part of this house, my favorite part of every house that I've lived in for so I got this cabinet in Germany. This was in my house that I rented that was furnished. And when I was leaving, I was like, hey, I mean, you can't really even tell. It's just too cluttered in here right now in general. Like even this, it deserves its own everything. One second. I've got to list this piano too, which also I just fucking got. So that sucks, but it's okay. I only got it because it was a good deal during Black Friday. And you know, I'm sure that at some point we'll have good deals during future Black Fridays. So this is my pride and joy. This is my hutch. Yeah, I got it in Germany. I was living there and this came with the apartment at the time. And when I was moving, I was like, hey, how much for this hutch? Like, would he be willing to sell it? And then the guy got back to me and he was like, yeah, we'll sell it for, I think it was like 900 euro or something. Basically like $1,000, a little bit under, which I was like 100% I'll do that. This is like massive. I mean, in comparison, I'm sure it looks big on camera, but like I'm 5'10", and like this is how much I take up of it. Like it's a very big, like it's taller than me obviously, but also just like width wise, it's, you know, that's you. If you have no concept of what I look like, I'm realizing that's not helpful. But anyways, this is my magical little hutch. And I just add to it over the years. Right now it's got a bunch of stuff from a bunch of different places, like my Ain't No Saint print back here that I've had for years that I loved. A bunch of different like dried stuff that I collect through like my own gardens. My old cinnamon brooms from Publix. These bells. My sister actually sent these to me as like a gift for something, so I keep them here. And then she also sent me this from when she was in Thailand. Don't mind my sage burning over here. I put in this little tiny cauldron that my friend got me for Christmas, which I love. It's so cute and little. And then up here, this is just all my, this is like my, I have a bunch of like New Orleans influenced stuff from all my stuff there. I just put this up here. He's usually not here. And my little money, I used to collect these money frogs, so now I have a few of them that I got from Korea. And then other things that I've made, like little fairy houses that I've made, and then little gnomes and stuff that my friends have gotten me. Crystals, obviously. All my oracle and tarot decks that I showed you before.
but also like tons of little trinkets from travels and stuff. A lot of these coral and like rocks from different places that I've been, and then like puffin from the Iceland, and then like my trip to Greece, like different places throughout Greece. Just a lot of littler things. And then originally, so first off, these are the decks I've been using lately, but first off, this like sick ass dragon that it's really hard to get perspective because I can't like take it out. It's like underneath all my stuff, but I painted this and then I put all my crystals around it. And my crystals I've gotten everywhere. So this originally started as just, first off, I just collect rocks. So it started with this, right? I've collected rocks my whole life. This is like my more like all the parks and stuff that I go to. This is my more nature-based one with like sticks and shit. And then when I started deployments and stuff, you like these big ass crystals and stuff, they just have really good deals. Basically, like in bazaars and stuff, you can get like, these are like chunks of lapis lazuli that I got in Afghanistan and stuff for like, this was like $5, right? Just like huge things. And then I started getting these big crystal, like this is just a big ass, this one is like straight up, this one's massive. So I got these really amazing skull pieces that are also, you know, just crystals. And so started that. Those are like $20 too. In America, that's like so much money. So that just, and eventually I've deployed a lot. I've been to a lot of countries. So a lot of these are from like other countries, like these like moonstones and different, I don't even know. See, this is like, I don't know half of them because I don't collect them for that. I just really love rocks. And then I just had too many, so I put them around here. I do understand that the vibe of it is that I'm into both. I mean, I am. I just don't know what they are half the time. I know this is moss agate, and I know this is like a jasper, and I know that these are selenite and quartz, and like smoky quartz. This is my favorite one. So I know some of them, but and like tiger's eye. But I mainly collected them because I just really love rocks. And then, yeah, the very bottom is all my incense and everything is like this entire corner. I've got my actual like cones, and then I have my sticks. I have tons and tons of sticks. I have like my palm reader art that I did years ago that I just have down here because I forgot about it, honestly. My friend got me these from, not India, Nepal. And then I have more rocks. Journals, and then like my yoga mat and my roller and a couple other things. But oh, the top. So the top of this, my pride and joy, the pothos of my dreams. She is so beautiful. It just kind of like comes all the way down. She's gorgeous. And then I have my Witcher figurines. This is incredible. This, my tattoo artist in Germany, actually, she made that with her husband. I'm gonna have to recenter it. Isn't that crazy? So it was like a forest spirit vibe that she made, and then when I left, they gave that to me, and I'm so in love with it. Then I got a Ryuk figurine. If you watch Death Note. Got Lord of the Rings, John Wick, Star Wars general figurines, Harley Quinn from my deployments and stuff. That was my call sign, so my friend got me that, and a little Coraline. And then I've got a sick ass skull on the top. This one is, I love this too. There's a park in Germany called Europa Park, and they have a ride that's not like Haunted Mansion, but it's like similar vibes. And this was one of the things they were selling. It was just a skull with this like yes or no Ouija pattern. I thought it was so cool. So I have this, and then my friend got me that little skull, which is also cool, with little, its eyes are insane, but I still like it. And yeah, so that's all my little mini guys. I've got some JoJo, a Saga collection, and then all my Harry Potters. And I don't remember why I was telling you that, but there you go, in case you wanted to know. That's, oh, I remember. I do remember. I was telling you that because this is like where I've been adding stuff throughout the week, because these are like all the things that I'm for sure keeping. Everything on it, everything in it is stuff that like means a lot to me. I've gotten from other places. I need to add this. I have this little cutie that I got in Greece and put over here too. I just have a lot of tiny like figurines and things that I've gotten from all over the world. I'm gonna put her down here by my other like iron things. So like everything here is like, I got this in Abu Dhabi, one of my first like deployments. This is like mead from Poland. I think I got it in Krakow. I also got this like wolf bottle opener that this blacksmith in Krakow was also just like literally making. So I got this. This little pig was something I found in my yard when I first moved here. Like randomly, I was digging a hole and this came out, and I just kept it because he's like, what the hell? And why did I find that? And I love him. This little horse, my friend got me also from Nepal when he sent me the these like flags down here. And then this little bronze horse I got in Afghanistan at like a bazaar that I just thought was cool. So like shit like this, I just add it to the collection now. All my rocks, so these are specifically from like Don't Tell. May or may not be legal, but potentially from national parks. And then I have my Legends of the National Parks book and my 100 Things to See in National Parks book. Oh, I also got this wolf. I think he's awesome. I got that at like a park as well. Oh, I just have too much stuff. But all that to say, those are the things I'm like, everything on here I'm for sure keeping. Also, look at this little worm. He's got a newsy hat on. Like, what is this? Look at him. Excuse me? He's so cute. And then I also have this little cat. And same thing. Like, the hell? I have so many little things like this. I'm just not... The big stuff I can get rid of, but I'm like looking at all these things and I'm like, this guy, this tiny skeleton musician from New Orleans, you want me to get rid of this? Are you out of your fucking mind? So, I have a lot of stuff. And I'm getting overwhelmed thinking about this in particular because it's so much more than just my obviously like so much more than just my things that are on it. It's also like very precious things to me. I don't want them to break. I don't know how I'm gonna move them without like getting them, I don't know, you know what I mean, without chipping them, without doing, I don't know. So yeah, that's where we're at. I guess when I figure out how I'm gonna do this, I'll take you through the packing process. Not that I think anyone really would care, but you never know. Oh, my stomach hurts. I'm so just torn up inside. Even like this random little like candle holder that I got in a random shop in, not Romania, where was I? Bavaria. Like, so cool. I just love all the things that I have because they remind me so much, but I'm getting to the point where I'm like, Rachel, we have so much. We have so much stuff. It's fine. I'll figure it out. Yeah, that's it. I guess we're going to stop for right now. And I can't imagine putting all this in a video. I don't know. Maybe I will. This is just general life goes on type shit, but it just sucks because like even little things like these, like my, you know, first off, realizing now, why would they have C-3PO and BB-8 and then R2-D2 by himself? Like, why wouldn't these be in opposite order? Like this here, this by itself, you know, whatever. But even like things like that, I'm like looking at them and I don't want to give them away because like this tiny little Wonder Woman, like it means more than just, you know, like this is like me. You know, a lot of people in my life call me Wonder Woman, shit like that. So I'm like, I get it for me, but at the same time, I look at it and I'm like, oh, I was in Gatlinburg. I got this with him, and I'm trying really hard to like not do that because things can have importance to myself without having any other connection and I need to separate that and still hold the value that, like, the Renaissance fair that I got this was with him. But that doesn't mean I don't love this and I don't want to get rid of it just because he was there and just because he'll be part of that memory, you know? I'm trying to separate those two, so. I don't know what else to say. Goodbye. All right. We have successfully cleaned up my life. There's still a few things in the sink, but that's only because the dishwasher is running and it's at capacity. It's actually probably too many things in there. So right now, we're gonna make some avocado toast, and that's all this is. It's simply me realizing I haven't eaten and I need to eat, and I want to eat like normal food, like real food. So I have sourdough, I have feta, I have balsamic glaze, I have avocados, and that's also about all I have. So I was like, well, conveniently that's all the things I need for avocado toast. So I'm gonna make that, and that's all there is to it. I am gonna turn you off while I get everything ready. Or no, I don't know, whatever. Come on. We'll just see. Hopefully it doesn't shut down. I also have this case of black beans that have been on my counter, but I'm just too lazy. Oh, should I be putting them away now? No. The littlest things when you're depressed just really seem like too much work. Yeah, the box of beans was here for. You know what it is? It was on Sunday. Like, as he was telling me all this stuff, I was like meal prepping and I was making all my sweet potatoes and all my black beans for the week, and that's why I think like actively thinking of why that was so hard for me to just put those away. They've just been sitting here and I didn't want to deal with them because, yeah, so it's just crazy how the brain works, like what you avoid in your life without even realizing it, and then you think back to things and you're like, oh, avoidant personalities are so, they just suck. I'm really trying hard not to get back into that place, because that used to be like my entire life was an avoidant personality. So trying to be self-aware. My beautiful pothos. Wow. Alright, my thing is dying. I don't actually know how, because it was fully charged, and even when I was filming earlier it wasn't. Like, maybe I left it on accident? I don't know. So, let's get to it. Woo. Sourdough. Feta. I have also decided to eat this Honeycrisp apple because it sounds really good. Balsamic glaze, an avocado that's truly not ready to be eaten yet, but oh my god, fuck, it's so firm. But I think half of that is just because I just took it out of the freezer a couple hours ago, so I mean not the freezer, the fridge. So I think it actually should be fine. It's just like hard. I don't know. Hopefully it's okay. And our avocado toast seasoning. Alright, I'm going to put my toast in the air fryer. Toast it up. We'll charge you for a minute. And I'll come back when it's finished. This is our completed product. We got our avocado toast. Beautiful. And our apples. Some water. And now go watch some YouTube. Finish charging this. Or just chill. We've cleaned. We're in a good mental state again for the day. I mean, who knows where that will go, but right now we're okay.